My name's Harry Potter. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the PS2. There's also a PS1 version, but since I covered the Sorcerer's Stone on PS1, I thought it'd be cool to see what the next gen had to offer. And although I missed out on Hagrid's perfect character model, I was actually surprised on how good everything looked. And it's even better when you equip the Nimbus 2000 and fly around the entire school. The characters kind of resemble puppets, like from that American Teen Police movie, whatever that's called. But the cool thing is, the character art in this game is the character art from the book in the PS1 game. Now, the gameplay really focuses on being a student at Hogwarts. The building itself is more condensed. Everything is centered around the grand staircase, which makes it very easy to reach your morning classes, to learn a new spell. And you learn these spells by crawling into a hole to complete a dangerous trial. This is where all the platforming and puzzle work is done. Each one has you doing something a little different, a little more treacherous, but near the end you always fight a gargoyle in the style of tennis. Then, of course, at the very end, there's a book that you absorb into your inventory and can assign to one of 3 slots, or your loadout. And there's other ways to learn spells as well, like cutting Neville free from a tapestry, or clearing out the primordial ooze from doorways with the primordial ooze spell, the ectoplasm spell. But we're not just here to learn, we're here to compete. Quidditch plays a big part in this game, and you play a big part in Quidditch. But hold on to your brooms, we can't just fly right in. We need to take the flight exam first. And I don't mean to brag, but Madam Hooch gave me the highest grade of distinction.
You really are one of the most talented flyers I have ever seen.
I'm off to bed.
Ron also goes to bed in broad daylight. Only then can we compete at the highest level. Now, I'm not sure if you can actually lose in this, but if you fly through the right rings and boost when you can, you'll win. But all that aside, it looks really good, and just seeing all the players fly around you and bump into you is really cool. And that's just the half of it. Whenever you choose to end the day, nighttime begins. And the difference between night and day is night and day. You become a criminal, or at least you feel like one, because the hall monitors act like you just escaped prison.
There's someone around here. Hey, Locomotor Mortis! You know the rules. You shouldn't be out at night.
And they're everywhere. There should have been a sneak stat you could upgrade. Luckily, when they catch you, they can't follow you through doors.
Hey.
Now that you know all that, it's time to get into the real stuff, the story. The game starts off hot, with me and Ron crashing into the burrow. Or the Weasley family residence. And with Hogwarts starting back up tomorrow, we have a lot of preparation to do.
I'm a little rusty.
Like removing pesky gnomes from the garage. Or fighting an evil washing machine. And also tossing more gnomes out of the garden. And I actually hit this target here and got a wizard card. Gregory the Smarmy. Couldn't be happier. Next stop is Diagon Alley for school supplies. It's just some more tutorial style stuff to get the feel of the game.
I see you. Didn't you hear me, boy?
And you can also go into most of the shops. I got jump scared by Hagrid in the Leaky Cauldron. He always goes here in the PS1 games, you just can't meet him there.
Nintendo!
I also upgraded to level 2 spells and became powerful enough to break barrels. Now, skipping over a lot of filler stuff, we go to Lockhart's book signing, that scammer. He doesn't play a big part in this game, but in the PS1 game, you fight him as like a boss fight.
Harry,
I remember
we
the time
missed
when I
the
was riding my...
train!
And then ultimately, me and Ron missed the train to Hogwarts, so we'll just have to drive. And on the way there, a storm hits and drops us right into the Forbidden Forest. And to make things worse, the Whomping Willow got Ronnie.
The Whomping Willow's got me!
I'll need to save him, and with effective musical scores at every tentacle, I killed a dog and came to his aid. The Willow's got big fists looking to crush me like red pepper.
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
He looks a lot more evil in the PS1 game.
Shopping.
So I shoot him in the hand, and then the eye. We beat him and we escaped into one of the best views a 2002 video game could ever offer. Look at this. Unreal. We finally get inside and the night patrol's saying, it's past curfew, get to the common room. So we make our way up the magical grand staircase, to the 7th floor to be exact, because that's where the Gryffindor common room is located, just beyond this painting here. And with that being said, it's time for bed.
Then I'm off to bed.
Now this is where the game pretty much stays in line with the movie, so because the story is already widely known, I'm just gonna focus on the gameplay stuff and the most important details. So, after we discover the Chamber of Secrets has been opened,
Oh no!
and an unknown entity is going around petrifying various people, we go full investigation mode, and things get crazy. On night 2, we're on our way to retrieve the book titled Hogwarts: A History. It's stashed away in the restricted section, and getting to it isn't as simple as it may seem. Looking to stop us in our tracks is an evil shelf with knowledge-based attacks. I had a Ty Lopez knowledge joke for this, but my emulator kept screen tearing. And to make things worse, Draco and his goons are lurking from above. So I take on Crab and Goyle in a game of magical tennis, or a duel. And I kind of forgot to aim during this, so I did lose. But I found the meta strategy and just defeated them. One of them has a line down their face. On night 3, we need to get some insider knowledge from Draco, so we drink a polyjuice potion to get all goiled up. Then we infiltrate the Slytherin dungeons, and Draco's just sitting in the back like some sort of mob boss. And he knows nothing, but he says he hopes Hermione dies.
I hope it's Granger.
I'd best be going.
This is out of context, but it plays a big part in the story. I just wanted to mention that he said, I hope Hermione dies. On night 4, we journey into the Forbidden Forest, where there's spiders aplenty. I was cool with it until I jumped in this hole, into Aragog's lair. He's Hagrid's old pet spider. This is what the cutscene looks like on PS1. And he wants to eat me, so I burn his nest and drop him into the abyss. Oh my God! And the battle begins. And I feel bad for anyone with arachnophobia here. Just kidding, actually don't. But I like his voice, it's like, heh. And his strategy is quite simple. Generally keeping a distance and stomping the ground. But when he charges you, it's kind of scary. And the camera's so bad you can't even see him. You just have to dodge his attacks, and when he opens up, shoot him in his belly. And it's quite different on PS1.
So you want to be a player, but your wheels ain't flying. You gotta hit us up.
And then on night 5, this is where the main event happens. Inside the haunted bathroom with Moaning Myrtle, we speak Snake and open the Chamber of Secrets. And walking down this ominous entryway of snake heads, we get inside the main Chamber of Secrets, where Tom Riddle, aka Voldemort, has Ron's sister knocked out.
I am Lord Voldemort.
And he sends the Basilisk, aka Giant Snake, right at me. Luckily, Dumbledore's Phoenix drops me an electric sword, so I equip it and send shocks right at his throat. In the PS1 version, you have to deflect his attacks back at him, so there is a difference. And this whole fight takes a lot longer than you'd think. If you don't get up close to him, he just crawls through walls the whole time. But that doesn't matter. We delivered the final blow. And beat Voldemort for the second time. Until next time. And also, if you end the game too quickly, you don't win the House Cup. So it's not an automatic win. But that's the video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, why don't you drop a like? Maybe leave a comment down below. Or better yet, you can go check out my Sorcerer's Stone video. Hagrid's right there. He's waiting for you. And so am I. And like always, I appreciate you guys so much. And that's about it for me. I'm PS1 Hagrid, and I'll see you in the next one.